Aquarians, this is your read for January 2026. So the things that came through in your pre-read were so disjointed. Let me just tell you. They seem to not connect to each other at all, but I feel like they totally do. Um, there was something coming through about not being able to translate for Mother Nature, if you will. Nature calls had come out quite a bit. There was like the mask was randomly streaming on my live stream right when I like before I went on here. It's that kind of stuff. It's small little things. It's like you catching up on the small things. It's the devil's in the details somewhere, and I think you know that. So now you're rifling through things as fast as you can. And I do mean rifling through some things as fast as possible. It isn't even like I'm sitting here sorting these cards out. It isn't sorting. This is rifling. Okay? I need like there must be something about you shooting your shot or you doing something that's like kind of out of the norm for you. It's something that's like got a specific viscosity about it. It's almost like there's a very specific project that you're working on right now or something, Aquarius. You really need like I don't know what that energy is. Um I almost feel like you are at a stage where you're like realizing some things. Okay, you've arrived at the party, like you're all there now, but at the same time, like you're now realizing that your gut instinct, right, get some sleep. Just to go to bed. Don't even worry about it. Like that was probably the best instinct you've ever had. Mhm. Yeah, Aquarius. There's something about you just get there. Mm. How do I even embody this? Let me start from the beginning of your reading and just get these cards out of here, okay? Let me clear some space because there's no space. Yeah, you could be a little cramped right now, a little bit pressed for time, energy, effort, space, whatever the case maybe is. Uh, let me just get the cards. I'm feeling like you're kind of just like whatever. I don't. This is you being Machiavellian prince, but also being the little prince that's on his own planet with a rose all by yourself. So why would you have to consider anybody else? There's a volcano, a couple of them across the face of this planet, right? You can go to a volcano, but for what? For what? You can't really pick up molten hot lava. Molten hot lava is either something you were born with in your hands or not. And I'm definitely not going to be that elemental factor that's going to encourage those who do not know how to pick up hot items in a safe manner. Just don't do it. This is you after you touch the stove and burn your hand, don't do it again. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're hooked. It's almost like someone's hooked on phonics. They could read this thing, they could reword it. Look, this is having a book that's been translated from Latin to Arabic back to English. And when I say back to English, I mean it was never in English in the first place. It's like the third and most dramatic English language. English is a Germanic language, just so that you're aware. If you're not trying to spread germs, don't speak English. because it's a sloppy language. We don't have many expressions for the variations or the nuanced levels of emotional intelligence. So romance languages like Italian, Latin, and Spanish, they have multiple words for love. I've said this before. They've got friendly love, they've got romantic love, they've got family love, they've got acquaintance, coworker love. They have all types of love to give. And that's it. If you're looking for an experience where you can be supported, uplifted, and completely fortified, you're getting all the nutrients that you need. This is the gift of giving. Like I said, there's plenty of love for everybody, but not when things are being intentionally disrupted. In that case, it might become limited. Real quick. Can't give the gift if you're trying to pick the lock. This is cheating. This is not. When you bring someone a bouquet of roses, don't make sure you're not trying to get something from them when you do that. Because if you go into a relationship intending on marrying somebody for X, Y, and Z reasons, or intending on reproducing with them for X, Y, and Z reasons, you're not actually genuine. You're being a witch. You're hooked on phonics. You don't have a niche. You're not going anywhere because this car doesn't voice. Ears to the street. Be the voice that drives your own car. You know, voice activation might end up being the next key code. Like, you know, right now it's just push to start. All you need is a finger. I'm hearing someone say not a finger. Don't you ever put your fingers on my lock or anything near it for that matter. No, I'm not deaf, but if I was deaf, I would have a Nest camera installed so I could see you. That's what this is, Aquarius. You're the one trying to give the flowers to whoever this person is. I don't care which side you're on. And the whole time you were trying to give them flowers, they were hooked on phonics, playing with little kitty toys and Tonka trucks, Barbie dolls. Okay? All you want to do is give the Tonka trucks and the Barbie dolls their flowers. Because I'm not hooked on Barbie dolls and I'm not hooked on Tonka trucks. This isn't Toys R Us. This isn't FAO Schwartz. This isn't Tinker Toys. This is not the wizard's chest. But we do play checkers. And we do play chess. Just probably not the kind that you think. So I'm not trying to surprise anyone, but damn. Gotta be careful what it is that you're gifting. This is the key. That's if you gave this thing to that witch, there's two of them, so they cancel each other out. A negative times a negative, right? That's a positive. Well, this gift of giving, just make sure it's the kind that you want. That's the keys to the castle or the keys to the city or the key to someone's heart. What you don't need to do is try to pick the lock. You don't need to try to pick the lock. That's where this energy comes from. Burden basket at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even mean to pick that up. I was trying to get back to there. This activity right here is a burden, Aquarius. I don't know if you've been going through this, If you're here or if you're here, I don't know where you're at. You will know where you fall on this spectrum. Okay? But this one is like you're trying to tell someone something. You're trying to give them a piece of information, trying to communicate. This is them getting lost in translation. They have no clue what you're saying. And if they do, it's like they're hooked on trying to get you to translate for them. They know damn well what they're looking for or what they're looking at. They know damn well that this key fits that lock. They're not dumb. Okay? This is you needing to give them the benefit of the doubt. It sucks. I know. But you're just going to allow them. You know, when people think they're one-upping you, let them. When people think that they're smearing your reputation, your image, who you are as an actual person, let them. Don't say a word. I'm not playing. Let them talk crap about you to your face, Aquarius. Let them do it. They're giving themselves their own flowers for the keys that they can't find in their own castle. That's the truth. Okay? Yeah, no. They spilled the bag. They fumbled that bag so bad it's not even funny. It's not even funny. It is no longer laughable. That right there is spilt milk. If this was a card, this would be the Five of Pentacles. This isn't the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Like, you got left out in the cold over here. All right? And don't take it besides, you take it however you want, Aquarius. But this is, one party had the key and they would have given it so willingly. But this person was steady pouring out the money. Steady trying to pick the locks. Steady calling the locksmith. Trying to get in your wallet. They dropped their entire wallet doing that. Let me tell you. Oh, look at that. See that? How the witch is just gone? Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. Okay. On the other side of this wall, okay, people are rejoicing because the witch is dead. The cat's still there. Raja is still watching the perimeters, still circling the vicinity. Okay, and it was in like the first 5 seconds of your reading. Ophelia was up here looking at people, like giving them the side eye. You know what I mean? This is Raja. Oh, nice to meet you. Yep, that's Raja. Watching these keys giving flowers to people that decide to try to. Do you want to meet my guard dog? Or do you want to meet my guard tiger? Because if you hit my tiger in the eye, you might get mauled. If you hit my dog in the eye, you might get hit. Either way, it's a stormy situation that you don't want to be in. We Aquarius, I feel like you've reiterated this to somebody like so many times. Look, you're like, move. If you don't move, yup, look. You've sent 3 warning shots plus a main like shot over the bow of the boat. Okay? You're like, I'm hot on your trail, not sure why you're not moving, but that energy gotta go. You're not gonna, yeah, you're not gonna be laughing. We're gonna be dancing while you're laughing. While you're laughing at this person, thinking, oh, I'm picking the lock to your house. I'm gonna put it on display and blah, blah, blah. This person's over here dancing it off. Probably like in Vegas with their homies or something. Okay? Do you get what I mean? How depressing that would be to be sitting there worried about picking someone's lock. And they're over there dancing, partying, having a great time. Do you realize? Okay, Aquarius, someone really Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They really fumbled you on a level that is like,